Hey guys, this is our first video in this camera together.
Does anyone know who Napoleon is?
I'm going to use this camera on the auto feature today for run and gun. Let's see how best auto feature works. So I was telling a lot of people will say that why you have bought this camera for just a basic, automatic mode. It has S-Log 3. Why don't you shoot that in S-Log 3? I agree to the fact that S-Log 3 has some beautiful, capacities of high dynamic range. The only problem is when I'm in these situations, I just want to press the button and start telling. It's all about telling your story rather than fiddling around with the technical stuff and all. I will definitely shoot S-Log 3 with this camera, but that shooting will mostly be the studio kind of stuff where I know I'm standing there, I have a perfect lighting, I can set my ISO, I can set my aperture and things like that. Quality of the camera looks really good. Now I'll tell you, this camera automatically focuses on another subject. So currently the defocus mode is on, but if I want to switch it off, it automatically will bring both of us in the focus. So it'll adjust its aperture to focus both of us if it detects another person. But if I just want to focus on me, I'll just on the defocus button and here I am. Everything else gets blurred background. Okay, so this is not in the auto mode. So this is a clear framing of the 20mm lens you can see. And in the auto mode, what it does, it frames in so that the video is stabilized enough. So that's how 20mm looks. This is currently in f2.5 ISO 100. And I cannot do 1.8 direct and basically use the blur background, so I don't have that liberty. Otherwise I may need to use the ND filter. But the best part of the auto filter is I think digitalizes the defocus mode. So it zooms in, but it defocuses and makes the aperture automatically without the use of the ND filters. That's the best use case scenario I can think of using the auto mode for this run and gun vlogging. But this I have to set it up. I need to set up the ISO. I need to set up even the aperture to make this look good. Let me know what you feel. The auto mode works fine, or this is a natural manual mode which this looks good, better than the previous one. So today I will be going to shooting the time lapses, the slow-mos, auto slow-mos. So today is an auto day for Sony ZV-1 camera. I'm using this camera on a Sony BT stand. It's really handy, and till now I'm happy. So let's see how it goes. Coming to the fact, some people will also argue that why you just carry a good iPhone 15 Pro Max, do your vlogging in run and gun situation. The argument I make is yes, you can do it. Definitely, I think the picture quality will still be the same. iPhone is really good in a lot of situations like this where you just want to shoot. Point I'm making is, if you're carrying this camera, you can also use intelligent auto. It's maybe better than, in some cases, better than iPhone capabilities. It will do a good, stabilization in hand, in camera. It has defocus button. The autofocus of Sony camera is awesome. So my argument is, why not just use this camera for auto intelligent functions also? And Sony has taken this effort, on putting this AI chips in these cameras. So why not use it? Why just, you want to use this camera just for the S-Log 3 purposes and 4K 120 purposes? You can do everything in auto mode, and I think it's doing a pretty decent job. I can see my skin, the skin tones look really good in the auto features. I think this kind of cameras are going to stay. I understand the vlogging for YouTube is gone, but for family stuff, auto recordings, it's really good. So till now, I'm liking this camera. Let's see how it goes. Ciao.